A military helicopter from Miramar goes missing, and the search is on right now for 5 on board. Details in a live report.
More rain and mountain snow in the forecast. We're not done yet.
Incidents involving laser beams targeting aircraft have surged, prompting concerns. In fact, it's happening in San Diego more than almost anywhere else in the nation.
More trash than ever is floating up on our shorelines and flowing in from our city's storm drains. So we're going to show you just how bad it is and what you can do about it.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts now.
The search for 5 missing Marines continues tonight after their helicopter was found in Pine Valley. Good evening, I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. The helicopter was located in rugged terrain. CBS 8's Kirsten Holmes has been following this story for us all day. She joins us live with details. Kirsten.
Yeah, I'm here off Kitchen Creek Road in Pine Valley. We're just a few miles away. Military officials say that military helicopter has been found. Still missing are its crew members. Officials confirmed that the crew on board that helicopter were on a training exercise and based out of Miramar. The helicopter crew was returning to San Diego during last night's winter storm that brought with it heavy rain, snow, and lots of wind. The crew were traveling from Creech Air Force Base in Indian Springs, Nevada. San Diego Sheriff's Department says they were notified around 1 o'clock this morning that the helicopter did not return to Miramar and was last seen near Pine Valley, about 35 miles east of San Diego. The crew were flying a CH-53E. It's a heavy lift helicopter that's used all around the world to carry troops and equipment, as well as amphibious assaults. Take a listen as CAL FIRE talks about their rescue efforts to find the missing helicopter and its crew this morning.
They had to go on foot to search the area of the coordinates of the last known location of that helicopter. We weren't able to find anything. We waited until daylight to re-engage. During that time, we ordered more resources. Our partners with the U.S. Border Patrol, San Diego Sheriff's Office, all assisted us in this search.
All right, so it is very windy and cold in this area. I talked to Carlene. She said it was about 32 degrees as a low last night. When we drove in, it was raining off and on, and there was snow on the ground, so it's very, very cold in this area. We're still waiting to hear back from the military to see, since they have found the helicopter, what about its missing 5 crew members? We haven't gotten word back from the military, but we are still working to get those answers on those 5 missing crew members. For now, back to you.
Kirsten, that weather and rugged terrain making it difficult for search and rescue crews to actually get to that aircraft. Can you tell us a little bit more, or do you know anything else about the actual training exercise they were involved with?
Yeah, no, so details are limited. The military is only sharing that the crew was conducting a unit-level training exercise before this incident. Marcella?
All right, we are hoping for the best. Thanks so much for that update, Kirsten.
We've seen a lot of rain over the last few days and snow all over the county.
That's right. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis for where we stand right now and what is still ahead. Carlene, we saw some snow in the back of where Kirsten was out in the mountains. What are our local mountains seeing?
Well, they're seeing some snow. We already saw the snow roll in last night. Mountains are going to be confined with snow. The rest of the areas for our county are going to be confined with some rain. So we are looking at the last few hours when it does come to that rainfall. So things have actually lightened up a little bit, but we're not going to let our guard down because we have another surge tonight. When we look at the satellite radar of the last 6 hours, we've been dealing with on-again, off-again activity and even some more snow across our mountains. When we look at what's sticking, we're actually mostly dry right now, but we do see a few isolated showers that are starting to move in on a west breeze. That's right over the ocean. So we're still not done. Here's why. You can see that big swath of moisture towards the north of us associated with yet another area of low pressure. So the best window of opportunity when it does come to more wet weather, and especially even heavy rain, is going to be 9 p.m. tonight all the way through 3 a.m. for tomorrow morning. And that's because that low is going to close in on us and then offer up that chance. That's why there's also been an extension when it does come to our weather alerts as far as flood watches are concerned, and then also talking about more mountain snow as we do have an alert when it comes to that. So around 11:05, you are seeing it enter North County all ahead of a front, and then it moving more so across back country, and that's going to be about 1:35 in the morning, and then on again, off again activity through Thursday and Friday. So we'll set the clock in motion a little bit more and also get to the alerts that are still in effect coming up. Carlo?
Carlene, we'll see you again in a few. Don't forget, though, you can get the latest forecast and have weather alerts sent straight to your phone. Just download our free CBS 8 app or visit our website, cbs8.com.
Today, dozens of people living in the Mountain View and Southcrest neighborhoods marched as they called out the city for what they say is a complete failure after their homes were flooded 2 weeks ago. They say they're doing this to voice their concerns and frustrations of the many flood victims from Southeast San Diego. For years, they say they have asked the city to clean up those flood channels, and they say they were simply ignored.
I lost hope in the city but I gained strength with the community that came and helped us, because organizations like the YMCA provided us at least with a hotel voucher, even though days late, but they came through.
Right now, the city tells us they have assigned 350 employees to fix flooding issues during this latest storm. The head of the transportation department tells us the best way to report an issue is not through the Get It Done app, but rather to call in person. Call the Public Works dispatch number on your screen, 619-527-7500. A military mother of 4 tells us she's dealt with water covering the first floor of her El Cajon apartment since January 22nd. She tells us the Terra at Bradley Apartment Management Group has provided her with no help. Meanwhile, a plumber told her work cannot be done until the rain is over. We reached out to the leasing office and management company, but have not heard back. The city of San Diego is opening additional shelter space tonight to help people who are unhoused stay warm and dry. Father Joe's Villages at 1501 Imperial Avenue is accepting up to 61 adults with an additional 11 beds for single women or families with children. Check-in started at 4 o'clock this afternoon and will continue until the shelter is full. The Paul Mirabile Center, also at 1501 Imperial, is accepting up to 62 adults tonight. The Living Water Church of the Nazarene at 1550 Market Street is accepting up to 28 adults from 8 to 10. And the San Diego Rescue Mission at 120 Elm Street is accepting up to 10 single women who can access top bunks.
The father of a Rancho Bernardo High student accused of making threats toward the school is out of jail tonight. Neil Anders was taken into custody a few days after the alleged threat, when police say a search of his home uncovered what they called an arsenal of illegal weapons. Prosecutors say the weapons were accessible to Anders' children, including his 14-year-old son. Anders pleaded not guilty last week to the weapons charges. His bail was set at $300,000. It's not clear when he was let out. Conditions of his release include he may not own any firearms and his personal electronics can be searched without a warrant. His son faces a juvenile court hearing on Friday. Dangerous laser strikes targeting plane and helicopter pilots are on the rise across the United States, reaching record-breaking numbers. San Diego accounted for more than 16% of laser strike attacks in California last year. CBS 8's Ariana Cohen takes a look at the numbers.
Tonight, we focus on something that no pilot ever wants to see, a laser beaming into the cockpit, something that happens more in San Diego than almost anywhere else in the nation.
We just got hit with a laser.
CBS 8 looked at national data and found since 2021, the city of San Diego has ranked at the top of the list for laser strikes on airplanes in the country, more than most of the largest and busiest airports in the world. In 2021, the FAA recorded 453 laser strikes on planes in San Diego, the most recorded that year. The number has dropped since the peak in 2021, but the city continues to rank the top 10 for laser strikes. Laser strikes occur when people on the ground aim laser pointers or devices at aircraft in flight. These beams can temporarily blind pilots, putting hundreds of innocent lives at risk. Last year, the FAA received more than 13,304 reports of laser strikes. 311 happened here in San Diego. It was the second highest number in the state, behind Sacramento.
I've seen it twice. I've never been, I guess, lasered directly in the eye, but it's very dangerous.
I talked with Jim Desmond, a retired Delta pilot with more than 30 years of experience. He emphasizes the severity of laser strikes.
Well, it's a federal crime, and you've got, you're potentially temporarily blinding the people that are actually landing this aircraft with a couple hundred people on board. This is not just a joke or a gimmick or something you're showing your friends in your backyard. This is serious, and it can cause potentially a lot of damage.
As the frequency of laser strikes continues to rise, the aviation community remains vigilant in its efforts to safeguard the skies. A beam of light could have you headed to jail in a flash. It's a federal crime to interfere with an aircraft. The penalty is up to $11,000 per strike.
Please, don't do it. If you do have a laser, don't point it up at any aircraft.
Ariana Cohen, CBS 8.
Thanks, Ariana. Still ahead, the viral TikTok post that's giving bad advice on heart attack treatment. Cardiologists weigh in.
Plus, he calls himself the pro-life Spider-Man, but he wasn't able to escape police after his latest stunt on top of the Sphere in Las Vegas.
And up next, people in Southern California brace for more rain and the potential for more mudslides.